Welcome
to a brand new Los Angeles Venom rant that goes nowhere. Oh yeah! Since the last video got so popular with me riding on the coattails of Quinn's ideas,
Children of Dune first aired on March 16th, 2003.
I fucking finally watched it.
12 years since Emperor Shaddam IV was defeated, and Paul Muad'Dib's wild Fremen spread out across the universe.
Yeah, you saw my sort of review on the Dune miniseries. As an adaptation, it's pretty good.
This is my legacy to you, son.
Of course, David Lynch's Dune.
Don't really care to watch Anarchy's documentary about how he couldn't have made Dune, because Quinn's right about that.
I'm glad this movie never got made.
It would have been, like, not that great because the guy's just a weirdo, and, you know, I've seen Holy Mountain.
My chick loves that movie. I think it's okay.
This movie has everything. Blasphemy, horrors, rainbows, a hippo. I'm only 30 minutes in.
Get on with it.
It's the Dune story I wanted to see.
Oh, yeah.
Most of the original actors from the first miniseries reprised their roles in this one, including Alec Newman as Paul Atreides, Judy Cox as the Princess Irulan, and Ian McNeice as the Baron Harkonnen.
Yeah, that Baron was badass.
Your precious audience is mine.
To me, it was very reminiscent of Jessica Jones Season 2 with Kilgrave, but a lot cooler.
Leto and Ganima are portrayed in the series by James McAvoy and Jessica Brooke.
He was always the stronger.
Standout performance of this series, however, is without a doubt James McAvoy's portrayal of Leto II. In fact, his portrayal was so good that I almost forgot the fact that Leto II is only an adolescent child in the book version.
I have survived the Crucible, Sabiha. I have silenced the voices within who would have possessed me.
Dude, McAvoy is so fucking babyface, it's hard to believe that's him. I mean, it was basically his first American role, like, right after Shameless.
I'm the only child my father's scared of, because I'm the total opposite. Because I wanted to be.
Yeah.
This miniseries is the only attempt ever at adapting any books in the series other than the original Dune book.
Oh, yeah.
This series is superior to the first.
No fucking shit it is. I mean, this is what I wanted to see. Like, all the stuff that happens after the first book is so much better. I mean, after all, I steal your shit, or borrow it anyway, and
The acting in the miniseries is also an improvement over the first.
feels like I'm watching like a fan film.
Is it truly necessary to bring the face dance and the dwarf?
They have their parts to play still, just like you and me.
Come on.
What I like to really do is to picture like either the actors who are in the David Lynch Dune, like for example when I show Gurney, I just think Patrick Stewart, and also think of the newer actors, you know, like, you know, because Josh Brolin plays them. There's certain scenes where I go, yeah, I can see Josh Brolin doing that. But the best is Duncan Idaho, because Jason Momoa plays Duncan Idaho in the new movies, right? So every scene you see with Duncan Idaho, I can go,
Panties drop. I love some Jason Momoa dick. And some Hulk dick.
That's like half the reason I date you.
You know he's a wall fucker though.
My point exactly.
well, especially the scene where like Duncan Idaho is banging Leah.
What do you see with those eyes?
The visual effects in this miniseries are not much better than the ones in the first.
Again, I feel like I'm watching Doctor Who.
The series is compelling regardless. The books are mostly faithfully adapted, though the plots are streamlined, especially the Children of Dune plot.
They should have made this into a series instead of a miniseries.
Winsashia Carino, portrayed by Susan Sarandon in this series, is given an emphasized role compared to the books.
Something subtle, something unexpected.
I thought Susan Sarandon did pretty well as Winsashia, even though she was technically too old for the role. In the novel, Irulan is the older sister of Winsashia, but in the series, it appears that Winsashia is the eldest.
This is some meta shit. You know why I say that? Because just like how they swapped the ages of siblings in this, I can say the same thing about X-Men First Class with Alex Summers being the older brother of Cyclops.
Get on with it.
Yes, get on with it.
Daniela Amivia plays Alia Atreides in this series, and she is okay in the role, although she does overact at times.
You know how dangerous that was?
11 blades, Paul. 11.
I think it's kind of funny that this and The Room came out at the same time. It's like she took acting lessons from Tommy Wiseau.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa.
Some of her best scenes are the ones with Ian McNeice, who plays the Baron's ego memory, which is slowly corrupting Alia's mind.
No fucking shit he did. He was the best part of the fucking movie.
If you succumb to the fear, it will defeat you.
The trial of abomination.
But we won't let that happen, will we?
2004, the year after the release of the Children of Dune miniseries, Vivendi Universal, the Syfy Channel's parent company, merged with General Electric's NBC, forming NBC Universal. After the change, the Syfy Channel made a huge shift from producing and airing genuine science fiction content and into producing reality shows like Ghost Hunter and Mad House.
Dude, my chick loves that Mad House show, dude.
Plus the fucking messages, bomb.com.
She had a crush on that fucking vampire dude.
Welcome.
Dog groomer, San Diego.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, can you believe that shit? Like, for God's sakes, they got wrestling on this channel, dude. It's called Syfy, not WWE.
Jesus Christ.
Reality shows and bad made-for-TV movies is what the Syfy Channel has become known for.
Fuck Sharknado.
It's a shame that God Emperor of Dune was never adapted. It would have been interesting to see how they would have ended up portraying the worm god, and I wonder how audience at the time would have reacted to Leto's metamorphosis. Like in the book Children of Dune, the Golden Path is mentioned several times, as well as the famous line from the book, "My skin is not my own." So certainly they had laid the groundwork to be able to do another miniseries. Unfortunately, it would not come to be.
It would have looked cheap as shit. Like, you saw how they did the engine, the Spice Navigators.
Do not underestimate the power of Muad'Dib's prescience.
Final verdict, it was awesome. James McAvoy was the shit. The Baron was the shit. And I really hope that the new Dune movie coming out and the new franchise becomes a franchise.
Get on with it.
Yes, get on with it!
Sorry, I stole some of your shit again, Quinn. And I promised I wouldn't do any more Dune stuff for a while, but it's been a while. I've been doing some comic reviews.
Anything less would be uncivilized.
By the time this video is done, I'll probably have the my review on Judge Dredd, Mega City 2, City of Courts. And of course, since 2020's not over yet, Death Race 2020, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by DC Comics. And of course, Michael Moorcock's Elric a name I never can pronounce. And, you know, I'll finally finish the Real of Worlds trilogy with Lady Justice Volumes 1 and 2. Peace out.
And sand will cover this place. Sand will cover you.
And I'm asking all you people, because we're living in a pandemic. Check out our Patreon, and linked in the description, as you can tell, and support our cause. We don't get paid for this shit.